Hello, I'm Bill O'Reilly and we're doing it live. That joke is not funny and yet I do it every single time, guys. Welcome to tonight's stream. Tonight we are streaming hopefully the rest of When the Night Comes. So hopefully we can get it through this game. It's been months since I've played. I checked the save file and it said that the last time that I played was in June. So it's been some time. I don't remember any of the voices. Please do not. If you don't remember the voices, let's just all agree that we don't remember the voices to When the Night Comes. I'm just trying to finish basically the game if I can tonight. I'm probably not going to read it all in detail like I normally don't do that to begin with. But I'm especially probably not going to do that tonight. I really just want to make it to the end of the game. So I'm going to get started in about 3 minutes. So go ahead and get your little, your snacks, get yourself a blanket, get yourself something that you can cozy up to. Maybe you have a dog. Maybe you have a cat. Maybe you have a favorite stuffed animal that you've had underneath your bed for 8 years and you only bring it out when you're in severe times of strife. I don't know. But you've got 3 minutes. So there's that, I guess. I literally don't remember what was happening in this game. I only remember that Harry was very suspicious. So there's that. Whew. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hi, Dylan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We've got about 2 minutes. Okay. I have a cough lozenge in my throat. A lozenge. I've got a lozenge in my throat, so if you guys hear like it clinking against my teeth or anything, that's what it is. That's the sound. Oh, it's so nice to kind of take a look at like all these wooden textures and things like that in the game. Yeah, I feel that today. Yeah, Dylan, I feel that with the emphasis on pretending. I feel like today I actually had like a ton of meetings that I had to go to for production. And then no one showed up. Like no one showed up to the first meeting that I scheduled. And then someone had to cancel or like move another meeting, but that's fine. But then tonight I had another meeting like that was supposed to be directly before this one. And someone did not, and like only one person showed up, and it was a person that can't even really do their job yet because like we haven't like finalized dates or anything. And so I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I'm a little angry, but that's okay. I'm a little mad. I hope that doesn't come out as I'm playing, but it might. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. I'm hoping that tomorrow is going to be a little bit more of a productive day. There's some exciting things that are going on next week, so that should be really cool. I hope that I'm going to be able to share some stuff with y'all soon on this channel. For those of you that are following my game development and everything, I think that there's going to be a very fun unveiling that will happen next week or in a couple weeks' time. And then there's another thing that I'm also really excited about. So, but I have to keep the wraps on that. I can't talk about that yet. Yeah, literally, Aurora. Yeah, what butts? I was just kind of sitting there and I was just like, I made these meetings at these times because you said that you could come. So, like, if you can't come, that's fine, but you have to say something. You can't just be like, oh, yeah, sorry, no, I can't go. I'm like, yeah. So, luckily, there's been somebody that I've been in contact with who seems pretty passionate, and they seem like they're going to be. Oh, this screen? This screen. Okay, this is like a shoji screen that I got off of Amazon. It's interesting, it's a shoji screen, but there's a tag somewhere that says it's made in Korea. But I put this up because this is like behind me is just like my bedroom, and my bedroom's kind of ugly and it's very dark and it doesn't really, do much in terms of lighting. This whole room is terrible with lighting. Like if you guys ever look at my face and you're like, why is she always in shadows? How come parts of her face are blown out or overexposed and like other parts are underexposed? It's because the lighting in here is terrible. I've got 3 lights going tonight to try and like make my face not look so washed out. I'm just like, Jesus, I don't need to look this pale, man. So yeah, so that's basically the story behind the screen. I have no idea what these characters say. I have no idea if this is actual like Japanese or it doesn't look like Korean writing to me, but who the hell knows? But I got it because it looked pretty and because I wanted kind of like a background. I know that there are like YouTubers that do really, really nice backgrounds who have like layers and they've got like the little twinkle lights, and it's just like this room does not have enough space to be able to do that. I've got like a bed and like an exercise machine in here, and so it's just like there's no space. That is traditional Chinese. It's Chinese. Wow. This is what I get for buying a $25 shoji screen. That's really funny. It's not that funny, but that's really funny. This is Chinese. Oh my god. Because I thought it was weird when I got it, and like the instructions said made in Korea, and I was like it said made in Korea, and I was like, that's weird. And then there's okay. Anyways, before I start laughing hysterically again, let's go ahead. It's really this shoji screen's having an identity crisis. Okay, so I think that we're picking up on where like Finn and Ezra had a romantic night together in the PG way that I can phrase it on this channel. I don't know what else happens. My body thrums with awareness. Their proximity almost overwhelming, and everything feels different. I know Finn doesn't sleep, and I'm fully aware that he'll know I'm awake, so when I feel a cool hand reaching to brush my hair from my face, I smile. He just lays there all night? Can you imagine? Can you imagine just like laying there all night? Okay, I'm going to try to do like voices here. Good morning. His voice is a delicious raspy. Oh, he's whispering. Raspy whisper. Okay, and Aurora, does this look like Japanese? Or is it Chinese? Is it Chinese? I'd bring it closer to the camera, but like, that's funny. Okay. Oh my god. His voice is a delicious raspy whisper, sending a shiver rolling down my spine. I open my eyes to look at him, and it's annoying how good he looks. Flawless, in fact. I reach out to brush my thumb over the skin underneath his eyes, the discoloration gone, not an imperfection in sight. Oh, your eyes are still gold. He leans into my touch, long dark lashes fluttering closed. I suppose you're just as special as I assumed then. Not human, you mean? He carefully catches my wrist, those bright eyes flying open to meet my gaze. Then he shakes his head, a devastating smile hooking the corner of his mouth. Oh my god. It looks like I'm sorry. It's funny. Human, just different. You're Swiggity. I smile at the simplicity of the statement. I regret naming my character that. I suppose I am. Our voices are still quiet, but I feel Ezra shifting behind me, his warmth keenly felt as he presses closer. Finn's eyes light up at the sight of his curly head and bright green eyes peeking over my shoulder. Ah, he rises at last. Good morning, Angel. Ezra blinks slowly, clearly not a morning person. Morning. As Finn laughs at the way one of his cheeks squishes against my shoulder, reaching out to attempt to tame some of his wild curls. It's a futile effort, but he still looks gorgeous. Why are you awake so early when we can't even see the sun down here, Though the sun doesn't paint Finn's bed, there seems to be a constant supply of stubby candles dotted about the room, casting us all in a dreamy golden glow. It serves both men particularly well, highlighting Finn in all of his deftly sharp angles, and making Ezra seem even warmer somehow. He does look like a younger, hotter Spock. Oh my god. Can we just get like a strong nose appreciation? I love it when people have like long bridges to their nose. I love it. Just like long and smooth. It's so nice. Then a horrible realization snaps me from a daze and I break free from the tangle of sheets and limbs. Wait, what time is it? They both sit a little straighter, but there's certainly no urgency in their movements. It's barely dawn. Why? You're not planning on running off on us so soon, are you? Ezra's words calm me, and I look at what I've mistakenly torn myself away from. Finn's arm is slung possessively around Ezra, his hand resting upon the curve. Look at that! He has freckles on his shoulder. That's precious. Oh my god. Guys, look at the lighting. That's beautiful. I love that. It looks like they used like a particle brush here to give some... Actually, the particle brushes in the light look almost identical to the brush that they used for the freckles. I could be wrong. Finn's arm is slung possessively around Ezra, his hand resting upon the curve of his waist. I can see his fingers twitching, almost as if the effort of not touching him is more painful for him. Come back to us, Swiggity. We have time, plenty of it. I exhale sharply, my eyes drawn to the way Ezra's freckled cheeks darken, a smirk hooking the corner of his mouth. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I did not go through the effort that I went through all these months ago to not hook up with both of them at the same time again. I can't help but feel like they're prey, the hunted, the way they look at me, bright eyes roaming my form like a caress, ready to strike. I'm also willing to let them devour me. And then I have to skip all this part. I'm gonna skip 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 it. I have to skip it. Do not report me. The door creaks open. Oh my god, someone walked in on us? What do you two want? Two figures emerge from the darkness of the corridor, wide eyes peeking around the doorframe. Sorry, Finn. She insisted you were alone. Raven squeals with delight as the blonde-haired girl firmly elbows her in the ribs. So, fun night? She waggles her eyebrows suggestively. Finn hurls a pillow at her, a poorly stifled smile curling at the corners of his lips. She, was here briefly, but she's basically, Finn turned her to save her life? No. She was turned into a vampire when she was really young. And she was just kind of left to die, and he took care of her. Nice to see you in the darkest depths again, Angel. I knew it was only a matter of time before Finn lured you back down here. I missed you too, Raven. This less so. She winks at him and they share a warm smile. Unless there's a reason you're here, then I kindly ask you to get the hell out. Raven pouts, stepping closer and dragging the other girl by the arm. Don't be rude, Finnegan. I wanted to introduce Swiggity to Lex. Finn rolls his eyes. Why? Why right now? It's 6 a.m. in the morning. Right? They need to leave. Millie is right, and they need to leave. Why would you... Hey, I heard that you were boning in here, but do you mind if I just introduce you to my friend? It's very nice to meet you, Lux. She smiles at me empathetically. It's lovely to meet you, too. I've heard a lot about you. I apologize for this. Hi, Ezra. Ezra waves at her, the gesture beyond adorable. Raven snorts, playfully nipping at Lux's earlobe. Lux swats her away. Raven, get the hell out of here! Get out! Get out! Get out! Anyway, we're going to bed. Graveyard shift life and all that. You noisy kids have fun, won't you? Toodles! Lux smiles at us once more, waving politely as she's yanked out of the doorway. What in the shit? Okay, anyways, well, okay. And here I was, thinking that my days of your clan members seeing my backside were long dead. They're very fond of you, of both of you. That means that there will be no getting rid of them. I do apologize. It's fine, really. They're great. Okay, if you say so, sweetie. Easy for you to say. I guess I should really think about leaving now anyway. Okay, do you need assistance with finding your clothes? I could probably do with borrowing something to go home in, actually. Yes, this one likes to ruin clothing, doesn't he? Hey, before you leave me and run back into the daylight, I love you. And whatever burdens you have are ours too, sweetie, understand? Oh, I love you both too, so much. The statement is enough to tilt my world on its axis, but green and gold eyes are there to pull me back to rights. I love you. Someone gonna die. Okay. Okay, so we basically told them about our encounter with James, and then they're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not reading all of this, okay? We're just line between, he's basically, so essentially we figured out that, like, the hunters, they get to become hunters because they essentially are kind of, like, messed with to have, they drink, like, some kind of concoction with monsters that sort of imbues them with their powers, and so then they kind of lose their humanity, but this is something that most do not remember. Okay. Linares' easy patrol, small as it is, the townsfolk seem almost relieved when I walk by. The enforcers have become such a suffocating presence here lately, and every time I encounter one, I can't help but feel like I'm being watched. Are they all in on this? I find myself in the woodland at the edge of the graveyard, the sun shining but the air crisp and cold. Grass crunches beneath my boots, and I see a path of destruction as I walk into an open clearing. Anyone else would be alarmed to see the destruction I find. Most would likely suspect the creature had been the one to carve jagged welts into the trunks of the trees, but I know what caused this, and it was certainly no creature. I find her a little further in, kneeling in the dirt, her head bowed. Beside her are 2 pieces of what was once a training staff, cracked down the center. I approach quietly, and when she looks up, I see a blankness in her eyes, her expression sour. Piper. She forces a smile, her chest heaving with labored breaths, sweat slicking. Okay, all right, see you, Aurora. Thanks for coming. Sweat slicking her flushed skin. Swiggity. She hauls herself from the ground, kicking aside the splintered wood with a grunt. Then she retrieves 2 intact staffs from her bag nestled on a pile of overgrown grass and holds it out to me. I've known you come to talk about deep shit, so how about you humor me and let me kick your ass while we're at it? I keep my gaze fixed upon hers as I take one of the staffs from her. So cocky. You know I'm right. Okay, I guess we're fighting. We're fighting. We're like, why are you out here? And she doesn't want to be around them. Okay. Distract her. Okay. Do you yield? You got lucky. So, what did you actually come here for then? You've been avoiding me. It's almost time, you know, at least I hope. I know I want to get it over with, right? He'll crawl out of whatever hole he's scurried into and everything will burn. Not everything. What he's done. She scoffs again, anger rolling off of her in messy waves that break over me, leaving me almost breathless. If I have to kill her, if she became what Azazel did, I will tear the enforcers to the ground to avenge her if I have to. He better have a really good explanation for all of this, you know? Nothing could excuse what he's done. He's killed people, his own people. His husband, indirectly, but still. Imagine that. I can't imagine that. I think about Finn and Ezra, knowing with everything that I have that I could never hurt them. I love them too much. It's unfathomable, and he'll pay for it. Right, he will. I should go. I need to clear my head in a way that doesn't involve beating the shit out of trees. Or me, or you. I'll see you around, yeah? Without so much as a second glance, Piper turns and disappears into the forest. I understand why she's hurting so much, and I just wish I could help. In speaking to Harry, maybe I can... Uh-oh. I approach the Abec with the same level of caution and awareness I always do, even though I'm now quite well acquainted with its inhabitants. It's the first time I've seen her here, and she smiles from ear to ear when she spots me, showing the same enthusiasm for someone she's met, once as you would for someone who you've known a lifetime. Swiggity! Hey, Lex, is it rare for you to be here in daytime? Kinda. Aurora feels a little paranoid as of late. I do my best to be here as often as I can to put them both at ease. Anyway, what brings you here on this fine day? Oh, just the usual. Trying to search for scraps, maybe find an oddly polite demon or 2. Oh, yeah. They've been here a lot lately. It's nice to see Army so happy. Army. She shrugs as if of course she would call that frighteningly stoic man something so soft. He's a sweetheart, one of the nicest guys I know. I'm aware he doesn't have an excellent impression, but it's just how he is, how they are. I offer her a contemplative hum in response, and she simply laughs, swatting my arm. Go on! I can't stay and chat to you all day as much as I'd love to. Into the abyss you go! Okay, thank you. Alright. It's cold inside even though it's daytime. The place is just as dilapidated as it was when I first visited, but toward the altar at the end, it seems someone has been cleaning up. The floor is swept, a crimson cloth covers the altar, and seated upon it with her booted legs swinging, attention firmly fixed upon what looks like an embroidery loop, is Elaine. I wait a moment before approaching to give her some time to notice me, but her eyes and hands remain focused on her task. Eventually, I give up and just go to her. She likely knows I was coming from down the street anyhow, if she's anything like most demons I've encountered. Sure enough, there's no surprise in Elaine's brown eyes when she looks up at me, smiling warmly and setting her project aside. Hello, Swoogity. I stop and blink, and Elaine frowns immediately, pressing a finger to her lips. I apologize. Did I misspeak? Oh no, I'm just so used to being addressed as Hunter, I suppose. Okay, excellent. Of course I won't call you Hunter. You do not hunt me. Elaine says it laughingly, but something like a mild chill trickles down my spine, coupled with the realization that I best keep my eyes peeled. She isn't Omen. There's a mellowness to her aura that doesn't put me at ease like he does, and as Elaine peers at me with open amusement and interest, I can't put it into words, but somehow I think I know why. I heard you encountered the creature. Yes, I did. Did Omen tell you? I'm sorry, though, Swiggity. I take it you saw your kin in that chimera. Ooh, how did you? No, I heard it crying, and I found its presence strange. I didn't investigate, though. Elaine covers her mouth with a hand, her brow furrowed as she stares at the red cloth beneath her seat. I didn't think it was your target. It was sad, not dangerous. You heard it cry? When? A little while ago now. It was a very sad thing. If it were once human. Okay. Are you looking for Omen? All right. All right. Do you know where he is? Stay here. Okay, excellent. Okay, so she's gonna go get Omen. You didn't come to pray. No, I didn't. Swiggity, my sister told me you were looking for me. Something like that, yes. I must apologize. Whatever you want to apologize for, it's not necessary. I caused disturbance when I came here. That much I can't deny. All to be free from my father. I thought then that I would only suffer the consequences, not that it would affect others so severely. I was a fool. Powerful things always break something else when they attempt any change. You're not responsible for the things that Harry did. Thank you for saying that. Still, I put this trouble before him. Maybe he wouldn't have been driven to these means otherwise. Oh my gosh. Would it matter to you if it would it matter if you hadn't and he didn't? Or wouldn't it have because this is what he's capable of regardless? I think you ask a question meant for a hunter. You destroy creatures when they hurt others, but you must know that all creatures are capable of harm and of evil. Is it wiser for you to kill someone because of its potential to do harm, or kinder for you to not bet its life on your fear? Either way, I don't think this is what you really want to know. That's for me to decide. My sister and I, we have friends in this town, love in this town. We have things to lose. You've made promise to help when you need it, if you need it. And I have faith that you'll make the right choice, whatever your definition of right is. Are you not worried my definition will be different from what you hoped? Maybe, but I'm sure you'll do whatever you think is best. I think you're kind, you see. If it weren't, maybe you would have heard a little less about all of this. Thank you. Few seek advice of a demon. Fewer take it seriously. I wonder if it's fate that I'm here. This place has taught me so many things. You're Prince of Demons, wouldn't you know? I would need older eyes to see something so vast. My father, maybe, perhaps he would know. Perhaps it's why he doesn't understand why I love your kind. Your fragile, flowing world, your lives so short that they could be measured by seasons, as I do. As Alcar puts it, it's his loss. Damn right. I'm gonna condemn Harry. Screw Harry. He killed his husband. He's been sending me on a wild goose chase. He's been brutally murdering like a bunch of people. I don't give a shit about Harry. I'm sorry. I just don't. I can't allow this to continue. No, it can't. It won't be easy. I'd rather you not have to stand before him on your own with no backup. I suspect August will be present. They need closure more than I do. Yeah. But I don't think you should do anything anyway. If you're sure, I'm sure. Harry is an old, wily soldier. I'd rather not confront him with him knowing that I have your ear, if he doesn't know of our involvement already. But I won't do it unprepared. You have my word. I should go. Let me see here. Okay. Alcar is waiting for me outside of the temple. My thanks. For? I might have been convinced. Waiting for me. I take it you want to talk? Assuming a hell of a lot, aren't you? But right enough. You're about the only exciting thing left in this goddamn town. And the whole... Okay. The whole debacle? Yeah, that. So listen, I'm no good with the whole emotional thing. That's what Ezra's here for. Ezra's here to handle all your feelings for you. Is that it? No, he just he self-expresses better is all. Makes the whooshy mushy shite not as whooshy mushy and weird. Anyway, I just wanted to ask if you're doing okay. Oh, I appreciate the effort you took to arrive at that question. What do they say? Effort shows affection or something. Everything's a mess, I suppose. I'm not going to let all of it, or all of it, what we learned, go if that's what you're worried about. Nah, I didn't think you would. I trust that you won't, and I know that you're not going to try to do something. Something probably dangerous. Or if you won't, they'll force you into it. I'll do my utmost to prove them unnecessary. I won't be caught dead by anyone else saying this, but if you do, I'd appreciate that. I'm sure you would. Still struggling with all those feelings? Only all the time, always. So humor me. What are you up to? Condemn. Condemn! Condemn! I'll confront him. I'm a general and know he's my superior. Alcar, I stopped there. Alcar has been remarkably upfront with me about everything, despite his original warning not to trust anyone in this town, including himself. That doesn't mean Hunter's business is for his 4 years. That's an old, easy excuse. In truth, it's more that I don't want to say the words, make them real. That's rough, buddy. Zuko, okay. I'm sorry. Should you be? He dragged you into this, branding you knowing full well you were just an easy blame for something he's explicitly done. Yeah, he sure did. And he won't catch me red-handed doing the same thing, blaming people not a part of this pyramid type of shit. Anyway, that's good. Figured so, but gives me some peace of mind. At least until it actually happens. What would you have done if I had said that I understood where he came from inside with him? The possibility is ridiculous, but my curiosity burns, stings. And if we're already ass deep in this kind of tense talk, what is one more to match the flames? Then you would have been what I expected. I have no faith in hunters, save maybe 2 or 3. And that won't change with your stellar example. But from me to you, thanks. Well, I better go and put more drinks on somebody else's tab before this town starts missing me. Tell me you aren't trying to drain Finn's wealth within your lifetime. Oh, I wouldn't worry. Broke into the catacombs once just to see how rich our man is, and he is loaded. It's not as though the treasures would sit there and marinate if you don't spend it. He could pay taxes. Pay taxes to your boss. Oh, shit. Okay. I have an appointment to catch with my enforcer anyway. Wow, I'll pray for you. Thank you. That's funny. With a laugh and a shake of his head, Alcar shoves his hands deep in his pockets and ambles away towards the tavern's direction. Are we not going to talk about this man's very obvious alcohol problem? No? Bueller? No? Okay, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. Okay, so we're in Ezra's shop. You look tired. So do you. No, absolutely not. I'm sorry? Sorry, it's nothing. Katze. So how was your day? Are you feeling okay? Physically, I'm fine. Just physically? I feel like I'm in limbo with the whole Harry situation. I'm supposed to be on my way to see August right now, and yet you can't bring yourself to go. Oh my god, suck it up. People are dying. Kim, people are dying. Seriously. What a friggin' baby. People are dying. Suck it up. Okay, anyways. For now, the only thing you can try to do is be honest, but try to be strong. No, I can't. I love you, I think, my stomach twisting unhappily at the thought of anything ever happening to Ezra, to Finn. Suddenly, unknowingly, I actually find myself understanding Finn, with why he distanced himself. The target is on my back, or it will be at least, and as long as Ezra stands so firmly by my side, he'll be my collateral damage, won't he? He steps forward quietly, cautiously, knowing me well enough by now to see the way I'm falling apart. Wordlessly, he takes my hand, brushing his thumb over my still bruised knuckles. Let me make you some tea? He dips his head and his pretty almond eyes sparkle. This boy, I really hope that somebody takes care of this man. Like, I hope that we're good to this man. Because I'm just saying, he takes care of everybody in this whole town, and he doesn't even charge for it. He does not charge to be anybody's therapist here. This man, he needs, I just want to hug him. You know, I can quite literally see your thoughts on where they linger, Swiggity. And as much as I'd love to do exactly as you desire, you happen to be a very important person, and I'd surely have Gus casting a storm above my shop if I keep you here. Okay, you know what? You're trying to distract me, but a kiss wouldn't go amiss, would it? Are you trying to distract me? Is it working? Oh, that's cute. Okay, anyways, we have to skip it. We have to skip that. Thank you. Oops, it would appear that you almost successfully coaxed me to do as you desire then, Swiggity. Naughty. This man, he thirsty. He hums, purrs even. You never need to apologize for making me feel like that. Okay, so we're drinking tea. He has to be somewhere, and he's sitting here drinking tea and whining about it. God! Like, someone help him. Gus will be with you, won't they? If so, I imagine you and then will be more capable of handling anything Harry tries to throw at you. I've been meaning to ask. How are you supposed to approach him exactly? I mean, you've had some time to process all of this a little anyway. Hostile. Hostile as hell. I'm hostile. I'll put a stop to this. Finish it once and for all. You'll be careful, won't you? Promise me that. I'm glad that nobody's telling me. Oh, shit. Somebody's... Oh, it's Finn. Oh, it's Finn. He's coming up from under the floor. Okay, hello. Hello, lovers. I came as soon as I sensed you were both here. Never want to miss out, are you? Certainly not. So what did I miss? Oh, nothing. Just drinking some tea. Swiggity's on their way to see August. I see. Well, I was hoping that I could steal you away for a little while. Hot vampires are us. I was hoping I could steal you away for a little while, actually. Oh, nothing nefarious. Do not fear. Fiero longs to speak to you. Why? Why? Okay, I guess we're going to go see Fiero. Isn't this urgent? Isn't this urgent? We found a murderer, right? And yet they're just like, oh, Fiero wants to speak to you. And it's like, about? And it's like, oh, we don't know. Just, do you want to go see Fiero? And I'm like, okay, I guess. Easy does it. Okay, now follow me. Okay, we're going to go find Fiero. Hunter Swoogity, it's a pleasure to see you again. It's good to see you too under better circumstances this time. I will not keep you long. I just wanted to thank you for finding me. I owe you a debt of gratitude for assisting with my extraction. I gather you'll be meeting with the Lieutenant General soon. I will be, yes, whenever he decides to show his face. If he ever decides to again. If I was him, I'd have left town the second the first body turned cold. Well, the sooner the better. I quite like all of this to be over. Indeed. Tell them what you saw in the dungeons before you were rescued. There was a lot of commotion down there the night you killed the creature. They were unorganized, clearly distressed. I watched carefully and I saw something strange. A hunter, or what was once a hunter. Now I'm not sure. It was female, of that much I am certain. She was wailing all night after they shoved her back in one of the cells. They must have been in a rush because they weren't as cautious in hiding her as they had been. She was more whole than the other one, but whatever they've done to her, she's too far gone, driven mad, feral even. I've never felt anything quite like it. An impossible flurry of pain, confusion, but mostly anger. Aya. Oh no. It's okay. You sure? I'm certain and I'm sorry. She was the one that was, missing from the group. Hurts to hear, have it confirmed. We will not have you face it alone. You will never be alone. I will leave you now. Thank you, Fiero. I know his heart may no longer beat, but is no less capable of breaking. Okay. Goodbye. I'm just not going to read all of this. Why are we here? Don't we have to be somewhere? Don't we have to be somewhere? Okay, it's fine. Why make the bed when it's surely just going to get messy again? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are we here? Why are we here? Shouldn't we be talking to August? Shouldn't we be going and talking to August? I'm so confused. I'm not hungry, but it can be if you wish. Come, sit with me. Sure, fine. I'll take a drink. Whatever. We're going to drink. Okay, I understand. You're going to talk about your past. It's fine. I'm skipping all this. I'm sorry. Come on. Yes. We'll kiss him. We'll kiss him. We'll keep him happy. We'll keep him happy. We'll keep everybody happy. Stay with me. I have to meet with August. Yeah, really. Very well, but you'll come back. I'll come back. Yeah, geez, this isn't goodbye, friends. We have to go talk to August. Okay, yes, we're not going to sympathize. We have to condemn Harry. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I have to go kill this man, okay? Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you. Oh my god, we found August. Finally. Days like today make me wonder if I should just pack all of this in and run home to my parents with my tail between my legs. Or maybe become a nomad or something. I don't think the nomad lifestyle is quite for you, August. They huff a laugh, sighing heavily, uncharacteristically slumped in their chair. One day, hopefully soon, we'll be free from the shackles of all this corruption. I'll bring order to Lunaris, or at least I'll die trying. I've never been very good at quitting. August is a really great character. Yeah, August is really wonderful. What is all of this anyway? There seems to be more than usual. Take your pick. Reports, complaints, then all of the petty bureaucratic bullshit that Harry usually deals with. I so graciously offered to take some of his work off his hands when Jane passed. Aren't I kind? Oh. That's sad. I just want you to know you're going to be okay, August. You're working yourself to the bone. I will be fine, Swiggity. I have to be, don't I? General Willenheim? What? You asked me to let you know when the Lieutenant General returned. Well, he's in his office. I just thought, thank you, recruits. You can go now, and do not tell anyone what I've asked of you. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, you have to suck it up. Come on, you gotta do it. You gotta get together. Swiggity, I need to know how you feel about all this before. I need to know because I cannot make up my mind. August, breathe. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. No, it's not. It's not. Everything I worked for, everything I've stood for. I saw him as my mentor, as a man who raised me with a kindness my father would never even dream of showing me. Was I so blinded by that affection that I didn't see the evil in him? It's okay. People change. People manipulate you. That's what life is about. It's about being manipulated by people who love you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a sip of water. You weren't to know, August. None of us knew or could possibly dream it might be him. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I have been saying from the beginning it was Harry. The whole time I've been here, I'm like, it's Harry. It's Harry. Harry did it. Harry did it. There's only one explanation, and it's very obviously Harry. Yes. So, like, I've heard that this game is supposed to get some kind of revamp or, like, some sort of relaunch. I think later on, I think that they're fixing up some of like their writing and things like that in places. I think the writing is really good. I think the progression of events is a little bit slow. I mean, like I was saying earlier, if we have to go talk to August and it's urgent, why are we like wasting our entire day not talking to August? How would August like not like drag our asses? You know what I'm saying? How would they not be upset about that? So I wonder, I think it's also going to have like slightly newer art, but that's the weird thing too, is that I'm just like, there's nothing wrong with the art here. Yes, well, I follow him about with doe eyes, lapping up any scraps of approval he dared to lavish me with. I'd always been so desperate to be acknowledged and told that I'm doing a good job, and he gave that to me in abundance. I don't believe he realizes that what he's doing is wrong, but that doesn't excuse it, nor does it make you complicit. August laughs at that, a maniacal sound. No one evil ever sees themselves as so swiggity. I've encountered it enough to know that much. Shall we... Oh, it's Harry. It's Harry. Good evening, both. It's Harry. It's Harry, sir. Harry, it's good to see you looking well. I have to apologize for my absence. As I'm sure you can imagine, I haven't been exactly in the right frame of mind to hold the whole country on my shoulders, let alone Lunaris. I'm sure it's been very difficult for you. Is something wrong, Augustus? You don't look well. We need to talk to you. Swiggity. Speak, now. You're beginning to alarm me. We're aware of what you're doing, of what you've done. The dead hunters, the missing hunters. I don't know what you're talking about. I ordered you to Linares to solve this mess, and you stand here and accuse me. And you will stand here and lie to us so easily. What evidence do you have of the supposed indiscretion you accuse me of? James. Oh no, he's laughing. You spoke with him again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He loves you still. He wanted me to tell you that he loves you. Even after everything you've done. It doesn't matter. I have to see this through. I'm so close. You disappoint me. Tell us what it is. The blood? The elixir they give to them when they're still merely children? Of course it is. What else could it possibly be? It's always blood, isn't it? I'm sorry I've hurt you, Augustus. I thought you might understand. I thought you were a friend, a father even. You've killed people, Harry, our people. We swore to protect them as they swore to protect mankind. We are responsible for them. They put their lives in our hands, and we trust that we will not put them in danger. We take them from their families when they're children and raise them to believe that we're giving them the chance to save the world, when all we gave them was a curse. You took advantage of their trust in you, and you sentenced them to die the second you placed that vial in their hands and told them to drink. And what of mankind, Augustus? They'll overrun us one day, sooner than you think. I'd rather mankind die an honest death instead of turning into monsters. You are wrong. August, do you not see? I wanted us to be on even footing. I came to realize how unfair it is that they hold such an advantage over us. They can do things we could never even dream of, and we have these hunters just at our disposal. The untapped potential that lies within them is beyond anything that we can imagine. Do you realize what this could mean for you? How much more you could be? Dude, no, thank you. Oh my god. Instead of asking, am I ready to take on our enemies, you would think, there is no stopping me. Okay, I hate this man. I hate this man. I hate this man. I hate this man. I was brought to this podunk town where, yes, I did meet the loves of my life, but I also went on a wild goose chase when it was very obvious that he did everything wrong the whole time. Tell us what you did to them, how you did this. You're curious to know how I made them better? How I can even help the odds? I am. Tell me how you made me better. A hunter is just a vessel. They are well trained and disciplined, not always worldly but refined to kill. Of this I know you are familiar. We provided you with nothing but the best tools to take on your target. Even the most meager of whelps are turned into seasoned soldiers. Resilient individuals, remarkable results. However, remarkably uninspiring. Bro, what? Chill. Oh my god. He's just like, I need to experiment on human babies. I need to experiment. They're not good enough. I just need to do it. Well, thank God I'm skipping, guys. We're almost like an hour into the stream. And I figured it would be a very long stream, so that's why I'm like skipping. So I apologize. But again, go buy the game. It's $5 on itch.io. And there's far more to explore than what I've explored my own LP. I know it's upsetting, but please know I'm trying to help you. I merely wanted to uplift you with the initiation. The initiation was meant to prepare you, protect you even. We do not go into the field without knowing the danger. We all experience loss in some form or another. The elixir is a means to a promising end. It makes you as strong as them, as perceptive as them, as dangerous as them. How we can be a player on the board if we are not even considered equals. We bore this in mind not to make you monsters, but to make you better than them. The drawbacks or curses you would put it is merely an unfortunate side effect. Like all science, there is trial and error, and I have seen the errors and made the strides to correct them. Yeah, he literally is a nut job. This man is literally sitting here trying to justify experimenting on babies. The Chimera. As your speculation has led you to believe, yes, the Chimera is such a result. Clearly you're perceptive of how much is still a question, but bear in mind that this is a sacrifice for me too. Then why didn't you take it? If the consequences were so great and you were so desperate, then why didn't you take it upon yourself? Speaking of sacrifices, like you count them as your own, but you still used others for your own means. Playing with creation by his whims and tossing aside the victims as unfortunate accidents. How are we supposed to expect to believe in your sacrifice when it barely comes across that you understand where we stand? You used us. The sacrifices are my own. My blood is upon my hands, and it is a burden I am willing to carry if it means we can defeat them. You can reduce yourselves to tools if you wish, but what I do is for the greater good. I'm expected to lead them, to guide them, make sure our path is set straight. I may not partake in all your battles, but that does not mean that I don't lose myself in this war. Tell me, Hunter Sogadi, provided you had the chance to find a way to protect yourself that which you love as I have, would you do it? Oh my god! No, why? Why would your husband ask that, Dylan? Dylan, oh my gosh. Actually, there is a really good documentary about that. It's called Three Identical Strangers. If you want to know why it's wrong to experiment on children and babies without anybody knowing about it, that's a really excellent film to explore that. And it wasn't like in that particular documentary, the experiment wasn't so egregiously horrible, so to speak. It wasn't like surgery or anything like that, or like testing different drugs on different people. It was literally just like a sociology experiment, really, just to see how kids were raised in different kind of environments, and it was actually had really extremely devastating effects for the participants and their families. So that is an aside. I really love that documentary. Please check it out. It's really well done. I would. Then Hunter Swugati, I hope you understand why this must continue, and why I expect your cooperation. What the hell? No. No! Boy, no. Boy, no, you dead. No, I'm gonna kill you. I am gonna drag your ass. August, don't cry. You're literally more powerful than this man. Are you serious? Oh my god, are you serious? Hi, Brian. Chapter 9, Red Right Hand. I don't think we're at the end of this game. I'm gonna have to do a couple streams of this game. I'm worried that there's gonna be like a chapter 10. Oh my god. Okay. You should head home and get some rest. I gather none of us will be getting any in the coming days. You're probably right about that. I can hardly stand to be here any longer anyway. You'll be back, August. Let us hope. Bruh. Okay, so we're walking home. We're walking home. Hell, are you both okay? I heard in the wolf that he's back. Yes, he's back and he's lost his damn mind, apparently. Well, yeah, no shit. Are you really both okay? He didn't do anything other than prove to us just how guilty he is. Go ahead if you're okay alone. Don't think me to be rude, but I very much just want to collapse into my bed. Be safe. What the hell happened in there? I'm gonna build up to Aya. He's lost his mind. He's confessed as though he's proud of what he's done. Leonard Hofstadter, I'm not quite sure. I want to say it was something. Was it German? I actually do not remember. But yeah, he ran a ton of experiments on little kids. And that, I think, was one of his last ones. Because they realized how awful it was that they were doing this. And that a lot of the information that he actually obtained through his experiments were not valuable. Oh, that's a Big Bang Theory character? Okay. Never mind. No. Okay, guys, we're going to stop the stream for just a moment so that I can put Three Identical Strangers in the chat. Go watch the film. It's a good film. It's very sad. You're going to cry. It's really, really sad. I did not do well when watching this film. It is a joke. I cannot understand jokes, but this is it. You can watch it on Hulu. I think you can also get it on YouTube. But yeah, watch Three Identical Strangers. It's actually really good. To become one of those things. I could have lied to him, gone along with it, but my conscience wouldn't let me. You did the right thing. I know we had already suspected, but you don't have to say it. There's nothing we can do for her. All we can do now is hope to put her out of whatever... Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a really dark plot line. It's really... Okay, so, again about the documentary, but it's really messed up. Like, a lady that worked on the experiment, like, literally will sit... They interviewed her, and she had gotten some kind of, like, Medal of Honor when Obama was president, and, she had gotten some kind of, like, Medal of Honor at that point and for her work in science, but, like, they interviewed her about this and kind of, like, the devastating effects of the science experiment, and she kind of laughed about it, and it was super disturbing to watch. It made me so angry. It made me so angry. I was like, lady, there is a special kind of hell for you. Like, she just kind of thought it was just, I don't know, like, her tone and, like, her attitude did not sit right with me. I was like, oh, okay. All we can do now is to hope to put her out of whatever misery he's inflicted upon her. It will be a kindness. Very well. Piper, did you want to talk? I'll be fine. I should go. We'll finish this once and for all. Right, we will. I need to find some solace in the bottom of a bottle. Oh, I'm sorry. We just let Harry go away. Ooh. Oh, we're back in Finn's room, and Ezra's here too. Oh my god, what's up? What's up, babies? What's up? Okay, I think that we're hooking up again, so I'm just gonna, sorry folks, we're gonna skip this. If you can hear my mouse clicking, I do apologize. So we did the right thing. Yay! Yay, we did it! We have 2 boyfriends, yay! Yay! Yay, we got what we wanted. Rest? Rest? Okay, no. Can you imagine, like, they've been begging us to, like, spend time with them all day, and we're just like, nah, I need to rest. I mean, valid to need to rest, but, like, at the same time. Oh my god, can you imagine? Okay, candles burn out, yay. Everybody's here. Why is everybody in our bedroom all the time? I'm, like, really embarrassed about it. Oh my god. Okay. Hello? This is what you use to practice your flirting every night. I don't need to practice. Sure. Right, can we please get on with this? I can already feel my skin cursing me for spending so much time down in this damp pit. Okay, you don't need to be offensive. Right, yes. Omen and Alcar are patrolling your woods, making sure that they know where... I know, right? Well, they slept. I think it happened, but, like, the how they write it is that they don't write anything explicitly. It just kind of cuts to black. So we definitely did have one. And now it's the next morning, and I guess people just show up in our bedroom because there's no locks on the door or anything. I don't know. I have questions. Omen and Alcar are patrolling the woods, making sure that we know where the best spot to confront Harry will be. How are we going to get him to come find you? And how do you know he'll have Aya with him? We don't know. It's more of a hopeful optimism. I need to be the one to stop Aya. She was my friend, and I might not be able to save her, but I can make sure it's as quick as possible. We understand. Whatever you need. And what of us? What do you need us to do? Have our backs if necessary. Other than that, just stay hidden. The last thing we need is to rile him up by flaunting our lines with the very creatures he longs to eliminate. I'll use myself as bait, essentially. I'm sure he still thinks that he can convince me to change my mind. He did seem hopeful when he left my... I know, right? That would be so funny if this game was rewritten to have an ending where you could get, like, everybody. You could date everybody all at once. He did seem hopeful when he left my office. He'll pay for what he's done. Then all we need to do is wait and hope that he comes. He'll come. If I've learned anything about Harry in the years that I've known him, it's that he never backs down when he has his sights set on something. Yes, Finnegan is right, and he doesn't give a damn about the cost either. Then he'll come, once and for all. But he will. Sorry. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Harry's the culprit. We already know. How the hell have we not killed this man yet? Why are we doing this? Okay, come on. Come on, friends. We have to do this. Come on. Sweetie, I knew you would change your mind. I'm just gonna let you incriminate yourself, sir. I clenched my jaw, willing myself to remain calm, to let him think I've succumbed to his desires in the hope that he might reveal a weakness. Your silence speaks volumes. The power that I offer is one of great esteem, something people will envy you for, will idolize. To become a monster. I swear that no night will be traversed in fear, that morning will become a promise and not a hope. I swear I will lay down my life in the cause of my duty to protect the vulnerable from the creatures of this realm and any beyond. Until my final breath, I pledge myself to you, body, mind, and soul. Boy, no, I'm in a committed relationship. No, I don't need you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Did you take that oath, Harry? You know I didn't, for I'm no hunter. I was never worthy, but I've loved a hunter, and I've seen the things that they must endure. You killed your husband. You killed him. You killed your husband. So you came to what? Kill me? Arrest me? Killing me would be against your code, wouldn't it? Or are you gonna get... Boy, I care! I care! Or are you going to get your vampire to do it for you, or maybe the witch? It might not be such a smart move. I killed Finnegan's sire, after all, and Levi was far stronger than him. And your witch, he wouldn't hurt a fly. We did fine just killing your monster. To think you would willingly deny such an honor. I'd give anything to be able to take to it. It would kill you. It would, wouldn't it? Now I have things to do. Let's just get this over with, shall we? Final chance, Swiggity. Join me. Never. What's going on? A shame. You would have been magnificent. Boy, okay. He's going to kill me. Why did we wait so long for him to kill me? Okay, so we're pairing. I see her, Aya. Branches twist and snap against the weight of her misshapen frame as she pushes through the brush, her maw wide and vicious, teeth snapping as she struggles forward. Harry could catch me off guard, see my momentary distraction as a perfect opportunity to strike me down, but he stopped, staring me down with wild eyes. She's beautiful, isn't she? I feel drawn to her, an almost undeniable connection, but something is distinctly wrong. I can feel the lingering threads of her humanity, of the hunter within her, and though it sings to me like a prayer, it leaves me feeling sick. There's something about seeing her, that makes my blood turn cold in my veins. I try to remain ineffective, but confusion and anger twists in my gut. She's a monster. She's so much more than that. She evolved far beyond the other subjects, and she's outlived them, too. Though I assumed Azazel would have lived as long had you not killed him. It kind of sounds like Toxic's playing in the back. You guys probably can't hear the music, but it kind of sounds like Toxic. I'm fighting a man I do not want to kill no matter the crimes he's committed, for I'm not the monster he wants me to be. I need to subdue him, and fast, because in my peripheral I can see Aya lurking, and I know that Harry doesn't have any semblance of control over her. She could turn on either of us at any moment. Then when Aya does send her crimson eyes upon Harry and I see daggers glint in the moonlight, Piper's daggers. She tears from the forest with a battle cry, heading straight for the misshapen creature. She meets each of her lazy attacks with unbidden power, and I try not to let myself become distracted by them, knowing Piper can handle it. I isn't one of us, not anymore. The hunter and human within her long dead. All that remains is a hostile, thanks to the man who stands so boldly before me. So you did bring your friends. I knew you wouldn't face me alone. I see that you now long for us to fight alone because you want us to be disposable and forgettable. You called me here to turn me into a monster, but instead I made Lunaris my home. That must really piss you off. Okay, so we're fighting. Okay, and Piper's still here. He smirks another blow. Oh my god! My man, you are not doing well. You are not doing well. God, you are covered in a lot of blood, friend. That's a lot. That's a lot of blood. Come now, Hunter. You made such a good show before. Don't falter now. Is that what you think? I thought you better than this. How disappointing. The blow rattles my bones when the attack connects with my weapon, and the sword reverberates when the enchanted magic enchanted into its steel, Harry using the pressure to force me down. His concentration, all pitted against my weapon-wielding side, allows me an opening. Though Harry may be strong, he doesn't account for me being able to hold him back with one arm. My free hand reaches for my concealed dagger, the one given us to the academy by the initiation, and seek to implant it in his side. To my surprise, Harry releases one hand from the hilt of his sword, stopping my dagger before it can meet a vulnerable point between his ribs. He grimaces in pain when the dagger's edge slides against the palm, deep crimson slick on silver, and yet he still grips it with fervor. Close. Oh my god, he headbutted me! He headbutted me! He's kicking me! It would have been ironic if I was the one to give this to you. I suppose this will have to do. He swings his sword with a flourish, a fluid movement that shows that his weapon is just another part of him now rushes for me. Just as Blade is about to meet me, it's propelled with a brilliant flash. Oh, it's August! Oh, August. Hey, August! What's up? Augustus. Oh my god. August is fighting. Their body shakes with lingering static as they finally relax, eyes aglow in the darkness. Harry splits blood, finally faltering to the onslaught, and his body gives way, falling to his knees. August then appears at my side, frantically standing me for any injuries, but I wave them off, adrenaline still coursing violently through my veins. I'm fine. You're sure? I nod, turning my attention to Harry. Hi, Harry. What's up? Get wrecked. He kneels in the dirt, his dusty black coat pulling around him, his right hand red with blood. His breathing is labored, but I know we didn't harm him enough for there to be an immediate threat to his life. That's right, get up! Get up! Oh my gosh. I see Omen and Alcar emerge from the forest, and in the tree land a litany of glowing red eyes, the clan. The pain and suffering this clearing alone is enough to make me furious, enough to warrant this man's death, and yet he looks at me with those piercing blue eyes. Just do it. Swiggity. I remember the taste of it, the vial cold in my palm, a gentle, encouraging smile from the enforcer who handed it to me. A child so eager to be pleased and feel loved after being taken from their family. Magic and blood of the other. Foreign things coursing through my body, seeping and sinking deep into my bones like an incurable infection. I said my vows and took my oath, and I became theirs. I have been faithful... Well done, sneaky sister. I have been faithful to their cause. All of us have, and this is where it ends. This is where I break it. Okay, are we done? No matter how long I live, there's one sight, one moment that I can never erase from my mind. Harold Addington on his knees, covered in blood, asking me no, begging me to end it all. My whole body trembles with the effort of my steps as I follow August to the depths of my dungeons. I'm exhausted, beaten, and bruised at the hand of the man who dragged me into this mess, the man who vowed to protect me, to protect us all. August and I do not speak. In fact, I do not think I've spoken since the enforcers burst into that clearing and grabbed their leader by his shoulders, yanking me away from my weapon. Would I have finished him had he asked again? Had I had the chance? I suppose I'll never know, but the anger and hurt that I feel stifling, almost suffocating. Wait, what? I cannot promise I'll be of much use. It's okay, August. I'm imprisoned? I'm imprisoned? Hello? I'm in prison? Has he been in any trouble? No, General Willenheim, Lieutenant. However, he's been talking to himself. Let's just get this over with. Okay, hello? Sir? Hello? Hi, Harry. You piece of garbage. I'm glad that it's you, August. What makes you think that I would show you mercy? You were worthy opponents, Wiggity. I haven't heard like this in decades. Not even when your husband died, sir? Sir, you killed your husband. Oh my god. I feel like I have to remind this man. He killed his husband. And he's just like, I have been suffering. And I'm like, yes, you killed your husband? I will ask again, what makes you think that I will show you even a sliver of mercy after all that you've done? Because you're no murderer. And what about me? Am I a murderer? If you were, you wouldn't be standing here having this conversation, would we? You had your chance, you hesitated. Hunters do not hesitate, sweetie. Just because you're a monster doesn't mean I am. Oh, but what a wonderful monster you would have made. It's such a shame you were unwilling to even listen to the offer I could have made you. I still don't understand what you hope to achieve. After all of your failures, the lack of control you had over those beasts. Augustus, do not speak ill of your subordinates. Be quiet. You don't get to do that. You don't get to speak of them as if they were anything other than disposable to you. The decision is yours. He doesn't deserve to have me show him any mercy, therefore the fate... Aw, come on, man. Why are you giving me so many options to be nice to this man? Am I supposed to be nice to this man? Life imprisonment, no trial. No trial. If I sentence him to die, I'm as bad as him. He killed people, yes, and his actions are unforgivable. But to kill him would be a crime in himself. No trial. No trial for you. I'm sick of your shit. No trial. Remain in change for the rest of your life. You will get no trial and no chance to explain or redeem yourself. Is that it? I gather you wanted me to kill you. If what you said back in the clearing is anything to go by, I will not give you what you wish for. Instead, you will live a miserable life of solitude. Oh, I'm sorry. That makes you upset. Maybe it'll give you a chance to think about all the things that you've done. We all have to live with the consequences of your actions. So shall you. Oh, because I wonder if we put him through a trial. I wonder if he would just be sentenced to death by some higher power. So maybe this is the mercy route. I don't know. We'll depending on how long it takes us to reach the end here, I might pop back and forth. And you did so well, Swiggity. I'm infinitely proud of you and happy to call you my subordinate. Although I'm sure I valued your guidance far more than you valued mine in your time here. Impossible, Lieutenant. Temporary, Lieutenant. Don't get too excited. When the other higher-ups arrive to assess the situation, I may very well be out of a job entirely. That would be a crime in itself. You've done far more for Lunaris than Harry ever did. You will do more. You're kind, but I know these people. Besides, I cannot bring myself to think of anything other than passing out in my bed right now, as should you. Go, I'm sure you'll want to catch up with Finnegan and Ezra. I also suggest you get Ezra to look you over. You look pasty. I think you're probably right. Okay, excellent. Hello? I'm sorry. Okay. You're hurt. I'm fine while I'm alive. Weren't you guys supposed to be here to help? I don't think you were there. Were they not there? Just before you say another word, okay? Okay, so they're giving me some healing. I'm being healed. They're fine, Angel. I am, especially now. You did it. You really... We were so worried. Finn had to hold me back at one point. I was ready to run into action. I might have zapped him a little. A little? Still can't feel my thigh, I'll have you know. Oh, don't be a baby. You didn't complain that much when a hunter lopped your arm off. Come home with us tonight to the shop. I'll make you some food, some tea. Cocoa will keep your feet warm. The person who saved Lunaris definitely shouldn't have to sleep on a bed made of concrete. That sounds nice. Okay, so we've decided that... Say it, Finn. What if I stayed at the shop permanently? I promise I'll even do the dishes. More than Finn? Way more than Finn. You guys are precious. Precious. I don't even eat. Yeah, but Finn, if you're here, Ezra said the F word. We're gonna kiss. Everything's gonna be fine. Maybe we should go home and do that. Home? Home. Not a single soul passing us by. Home. 3 months later, oh my god. Oh my god. Game of Thrones on this. I start feeling something fluffy on my feet, something fluffy that moves. Meow. Good morning to you, too. She waltzes around in a few circles, and then she curls up right up on my companion's shoulder. Finn's shoulder, like she thinks she's a parrot. You make a very handsome pirate. Shiver me timbers. I give him a look and scratch her chin. Her purring is obscenely loud, her shining blue eyes closing in her bliss. The enchanted lights that hang above our bed flicker softly, casting Finn in a dreamy warm light. I think I've asked myself if this is what heaven feels like every morning for the last few months. I'm pretty sure it is. I've spent my time between here and the catacombs, but wherever I go, Finn and Ezra both follow. It's lovely here at Ezra's. Warm, soft, bright colors everywhere, but I enjoy being in the catacombs too. It is a little cold down there, but there's always an abundance of oversized candles that seem to radiate a warmth that implies they might very well be enchanted. Ezra's cooking downstairs. Today's the day. It is. Hello, Ezra. Oh my god. Slay, look at your fabulous clothes. Did you sleep well? I always sleep well now. That's what happens when you stop sleeping on a rock. So today's the day. How are you feeling? I don't know. I'm going to stand in front of Lunaris, in front of people who view me as a hero, in front of my fond family, and I'm going to become a Lieutenant General of Escria. Well, of the Hunters anyway. We made some changes. Are you scared? Just a little. Just a little. Maybe just a little. I'll tell you when it's over. You've nothing to fear. Think of all you've been through. Exactly. This will be a walk in the park. I'm lucky, to have you both. I mean, yeah. When you're hot and like you know it, we're the lucky ones. One more time. One more kiss. It's great. It's great. I have to get ready. But nothing. Swiggity needs to get ready. Go on, get dressed. Nothing is worth August glaring at you all day. I beg to differ. You two are definitely worth it. I need to wash up and open up the shop. I'll see you later, Lieutenant. And Finnegan? Yes, my love? Do not make Swiggity late. Who do you think I am? Do not make me answer that. Oh my god, you heard the man. I think I'll stay here for a bit, actually. You're an evil creature, Finnegan Casimir. I love you too. Aw, that's funny. We're going for a walk again? We're going for a walk again. We're going for a walk. It's summer here and everything looks dead inside. Last time that we'll come here. We're okay, Aurora, so we're back to Avex. We're on the way to Avex and we're stopping by the church. Aurora has laid low since Harry's downfall. She's probably thoroughly disappointed that it didn't succumb to his nefarious plan to turn into an unidentifiable monstrosity. Armamos. Hunter Swugity. Hello, Armamos. Armoros. Can I help you with anything? I was just passing by. Is Aurora about? She left. Left where? Left Lunaris. I see. Any particular reason? She's a pain in the ass? How about that? I imagine it was so beautiful here once. I dutifully followed my sister my whole life, you know. We lost our parents to vampires at 14, but even before then Aurora was fascinated by creatures. She would sneak out at night and seek them in the graveyard behind her estate. I began to lose count of how many times I saved her, always dragging her out of the way of claws or teeth. They didn't try to kill you, your parents? They didn't get the chance. Hunters came not long after they rose from their graves. Aurora was there, she saw everything. She truly believed that they wouldn't have harmed her. You never seem to be on board with their beliefs. Why continue to follow her? I've never had anyone else. I love my sister Swiggity. Despite her eccentricities, I never wanted any harm to come to her. I'm a patient man, and I would follow her to hell and back if required. Okay, a little extreme. I've always wanted my own life. I have that now with Elaine. You're in love with her. I'm gonna ask her to marry me. I'm gonna ask Satan's daughter to marry me, and I told my sister, and she fled the town. You think she'd be thrilled to have the princess of the hells as her sister-in-law, wouldn't you? You would, yes, but then my sister has always been full of surprises. She'll be back, though. We've never been apart for more than a day or two at most. I think she's just reassessing her life and her choices. Well, I'm happy for you, Armoros. Just please don't start trying to terrorize our nice, newly peaceful town, okay? I swear it. Swiggity, it's lovely to see you. Where is Aurora, Army? Well, I have to go. I need to prepare for the night. I wish you well. Do stop by any time, won't you? Goodbye, and congratulations. Omen tells me that you're transforming later. New beginnings and forms are always wonderful. What? Huh? Okay, anyways, I think that she's just misunderstanding the purpose of the ceremony here. Oh, it's Omen. Is it Omen? Sorry. It's fine. Are you alright? Oh no, I gotta do voices between these two. Elaine's getting married. What? More detail-y? Armamos will do that thing mortals do. Propose. Yes! Oh, that. She will say yes. This is a very exciting thing for her, I'm sure, to enter a sort of contract with a human, but humans are not good with promises. Not to say you're not, sweetie. Aw. Elaine is in good hands, Omen. Armoros is no fool and would never undervalue an oath or a pact. In fact, I'm sure he's well aware of what he's getting into. Trust me, I've interrogated him enough to know. Besides, it would be unlike Elaine to involve herself with someone who is even remotely ignorant, yes? You and Elaine have talked much, then? In a sense, she had thoughts that she shared with me. Of course, it isn't her that I worry for. She is capable and, as you said, not likely to care about ignorant mortals. I'm sorry, it's a big shaken. Big shocker. Yes, but don't mistake my alarm for unhappiness or disapproving. Maybe this is the best way. Elaine and I shared many things. Our histories, our lives, our souls once. But it's rare for her to engage with mortals as I do. But I take it you'll watch them. Yes. There's little use lying about it. Shrewd is it to say I'm glad that the Princess of Hells decided to pick a man right under our eyes to involve herself with. And not just in our own defense. Hunters live by our blades, but living is so much more than killing and dying. This peace that we forged together, kept together, I want to preserve it. Swiggity will be watching all of us, and honestly, I think you've got your work cut out for you, Lieutenant General. I'm not Lieutenant General yet. In some hours, you will be. Glad it's you. After all, imagine what would have been like if Piper got it instead. Now that's a thought, though I'm sure you're glad that isn't the case. She'd have done fine. She cares more about this town and its stupid problems more than she makes it sound like. And we'd all have been here anyway, eh? You're talking with Elaine? Yes. She wants my thoughts on things, and I need to talk to her as soon as possible. Immediately. I will see you later, okay? I bet you anything Elaine's gonna rope him into helping her pick color themes for the wedding. Good for her. Get going before Willenheim tears down half the town looking for you for being 10 minutes late. Oh, most certainly. See you later, Alcar. Aye, aye, General. Goodbye, Alcar. Goodbye. Are you serious? Why are we back here? What? Why are we back here? If we're 10 minutes late, why are we keeping him waiting? I don't understand. Okay, so sometimes I don't understand this game because we say things like, oh, well, I want to go and do this thing. And then it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to stop in and pop in here really quickly first. And I'm just like, sometimes I think that the pacing in this game is a little bit off. This is just very strange. We clearly have somewhere to be. There's like an important ceremony happening today. And we've already spoken to Finn and Ezra this morning. So, like, why are we talking to them again? I don't know. And what about it? How did you get here so fast? He always insists I use my prosthetics. Silly, don't you think? Shut up, Mosquito Man. I'd win in a second if you used your normal one. 4-0. Want to go again? Hey, what have I told you about this? No arm wrestling unless it's in the Wolf. They won't let us. Oh, really? I do wonder why. No more arm wrestling. Don't you have more important vampire business to attend to, Finnegan? And Alcar, well, I don't know what you could possibly have to do, actually. Angel, I was just keeping him out of trouble. You're both as bad as each other. I'm definitely going if they're doing that. Busy today? Ridiculously so. I'd say I'm closing an hour early and everyone thinks I'm going to skip town. Oh my god, isn't this true about like retail jobs though? Like you close early and then all of a sudden everybody's in at the last minute. I should probably get back. Do you need help? No, you both have enough going on today. Go on, I'll be fine. Okay, goodbye. Mr. Walking Combustible here can't go to the Wolf till the sun goes down, so no. I need better friends, less flammable ones who don't ruin my drinking time. I do actually have somewhere to be, so sorry I can't babysit you. Go and find your demon and bug him instead. You're as boring as you are old. Whatever. Okay, goodbye. Later, Pratt. Do you actually have somewhere to be? Nope. I'm just gonna go home and find something fancy to wear for your special moment. Will it buttons? Most definitely not. That's funny. Oh my god, are we going to the meeting? Poor August, poor Piper? You like it? You look amazing, General. Oh, shit. Oh my god, August, you look fabulous! You do too, Lieutenant. Shall we? We need to come to an agreement on all of this and fast. I have an hour until my speech and I'd like to not screw it up. You know what I don't agree with? Everything else is fine. The initiation is barbaric and needs to be changed. We cannot continue to mutate innocence. We need to find a new way to define Nescria. Would I have known what they were doing to me, I would have refused. August, I appreciate that you think it's necessary, and I know that it doesn't come from a bad place, but I don't have that right. I can never understand how it feels. Witches are born with their magic. It's not inflicted upon them. Well, and that's the thing. Like, if they could just... It doesn't have to be a secret, you know? It should be... They should give people the choice. But instead, they're just like, we're going to take your child. Now we're going to experiment on your child. Don't tell. Like... If Harry could find a way to manipulate it, then we need to find a way to as well. Oh, F off. You know what I mean. I'm not talking about making monsters. I'm talking about finding a way to make us strong without making us monsters. How? Wouldn't they have already done that? You really think they'd do some actual work and research when they have what they need already? No way. They get free blood for the monsters they kill, and they get their little army of mini monsters, too. She's right. There must be another way. Rachel, you're thirsty in the chat. I don't exactly thrill the idea of going all the extra work it would bring us. Me specifically, but it would be worth it. Worth making sure that what we do is fair and ethical, or at least as much as it can be under such extreme circumstances. Okay, got it. Now, our second task, the creatures. Our relationship with them right now is perilous at best. Even the ones that bring us no harm don't really like us that much, and they're more than essential to our survival as an agency that actually succeeds. What do you think? We need a stronger alliance with the creatures. Are you serious? So we're asking, so basically we're suggesting that we should let creatures join the enforcers here and become hunters so that we can have better relationships with the other people here. Okay, got it. Everybody, we're right. Oh, I guess we're cutting to black. Okay. Immediately flanked by two familiar faces when they step into the crowd. Raven and Lux. You look phenomenal. I could practically hear him purring from a mile off when he first saw you. Raven, please. We're proud of you. Crazy proud. We love you. I love you too. Aw, that's so cute. Gotta dash. See you when you get home. Aw, so we reunite with them. Lieutenant, that title looks good on you, you know? Aw. Why, thank you. You look far too handsome. And you? I take Ezra's hand and he twirls around, laughing, and I admire the golden, dreamy blues of his outfit. How does this man dress this fabulously? How does he dress this good? How? Just for me? Of course, August helped me pick it out. Do you like it? You both look amazing. It was very distracting. Somewhere fun. Okay, we're gonna join them. Wait, we're going to a market now? We're going to a market now? Oh, we're on the beach. We're on the beach. We went to the beach. Let's go to the beach each. Let's go get away. They say what they're gonna say. Leave Swiggity alone. Please don't throw me in the ocean. Don't even think about it, Finnegan. Aw, that's funny. They both reach for me at the same time, my fingertips finding theirs as they step close and join their embrace. We hold each other and turn to look out over the ocean, to admire the way the stars flicker and burn brightly against a perfect, clear canopy of obsidian. There's that warmth again, stirring deep in the embers of my belly, a warmth that sings and thrums and tells me I've finally found peace, that this is home. The citizens of Askria remain in the dark about what happened to their beloved Lieutenant General Addington at August's request. To tell them what he did would be to stroke his ego, and the strides the newly reformed agency makes to fix his broken regime far outshatter the whispers and rumors. Harry remains in prison, but he insists he's happy thanks to the company of his beloved James. Oh, no, damn it. No, hold up. I have to I can't read that. Thanks to his beloved James, Harry remains in prison, but he insists Harry remains in prison. No, Harry remains. I can't read it. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to watch this live stream and pause it. Harry remains in prison, but he insists he's happy thanks to the company's beloved James. It is unknown if his husband truly does communicate with him, but the guards who watch the former disgraced lieutenant say that his conversations are too heartfelt to all be in his head. Aurora Ridge was never seen again in Lunaris after her disappearance. Armoro insists that he does not know where she is, but he suspects that she's likely succumbed to her overly curious nature. She probably died because she's annoying. Alcar continues to rub the honor of getting to fear the authorities, admitting that he was wrong. Luckily, Omen's wise counsel, the two are often partners in crime as they're each other's voices of reason. Okay, so as newly appointed Lieutenant General of Askria, August quickly sets out to fix all the cracks that Harry has left behind. August feels like they can change the world. Okay. Lunar thrives into the role, returning back to the sleepy, albeit still plagued with supernatural activity town that it once was. Piper enthusiastically flung herself into work after her reappointment as Hunter General and continues to enjoy being a beautiful thorn in August's side. Her main priorities are now to focus on training new recruits to make them half as good as me. She often takes the Hunter for drinks at the Wolf, hoping that Edna will give them a freebie. Finn and Ezra remain the Hunter's biggest and most affectionate supporters. Ezra's shop continues to flourish, and he even begins to consider working with the Enforcers once again, thanks to some careful coaxing from August. Finn and his clan do their best to keep the borders of Lunar safe with full support of the agency, and both he and Ezra are always eager to greet their beloved Hunter after a long day. The end. Aw, that was a sweet ending. When the night comes, we'll return with mini stories in 2020. Yes, there are like some mini stories. I will not be reading them. Errant Kingdom is another one of theirs that I have to check out. So, yeah. So, let me give kind of my thoughts on this game. So, When the Night Comes is really excellent in terms of its art. Hello. Okay. So anyways, my thoughts on this game. It's a really excellent narrative in terms of like the world building is just incredible. It's so strong. The prose itself is also really wonderful. It's very artful and flowery, but like a lot of visual novels that I think come to be at this length, it kind of suffers in terms of pacing problems here and there. Like there are instances where I'm just like, okay, there's like a lot of like just kind of inner thoughts that are being shared, not necessarily descriptions about things that I feel like could be more talked out in dialogue. I mean, we have just a really broad cast of characters, and I like seeing them, and I like seeing that talk, but I feel like this is, and like I said, this is a common problem with a lot of visual novels. There's a little bit too much of like introspective thinking rather than thinking out loud or like discussing things with other collaborators. And so that to me tends to be like a little bit of a pacing. If I wasn't doing a let's play, I probably wouldn't mind it as much. I probably would be able to just get through it. But at a certain point you're just like, oh my God, it's been like 7 sentences. I've clicked 7 through 7 sentences here. And I'm just now getting to like another small, tiny line of dialogue. That kind of thing, I think, but again, that's common with like a lot of visual novels. That's not necessarily unique to When the Night Comes. But I think that absolutely for an LGBT inclusive visual novel, this is a phenomenal game. This is something that I think is actually going to be considered a staple in the years to come. I really think that they did a wonderful job exploring kind of the identities of different characters. I wish that there were more women in the cast, but you know what? There is a woman and there is a non-binary character as well, and I really appreciate their inclusion in the story. And I'm sure, like with other games, you can't just keep throwing in characters. You have a game that like lasts for forever, but I mean, it is a really amazing like inclusive game. And I really think that they've kind of set a standard. And something that I really also want to point out about this game, which is really important, is that it doesn't matter who you are as a character. You could be like a straight cisgender person, and there's still queer people that are present in the game. And that might not seem like a very specific detail, but actually, guys, that's something that I think that a lot of games struggle to do. They struggle to make their games inclusive outside of like, you are the player and you get to choose who you date. Like in some ways, player sexuality, which is when when the character sexuality changes depending on like what the protagonist chooses. Player sexuality can kind of erase like some queer identities, or it can be like problematic in some ways, but this is a game that I think takes player sexuality, executes it well, and then also is still inclusive towards LGBT people. There's no way that you can play this game, for example, without knowing that Finn and Ezra had a relationship before at one point. There's no way that you can play this game without thinking that Omen and Alcar were in a relationship at one point, or that August is non-binary, because it's obvious that August is non-binary because they use they, them, theirs pronouns. So I think that is particularly important about this game. And that's something that I really, really appreciate, because sometimes I get like a little bit frustrated when I see games that, say that they are inclusive towards LGBT people, but really it's just kind of limited to player sexuality and player sexual characters. But that's a thing for another time. So yeah, story, world building, really great. Pacing suffers a little bit at times, but the character designs are phenomenal. I'm really excited to see what else they have to do. Errant Kingdom, I believe, is an episodic game that's coming out, so I'm interested in checking that out in the future. But you know what? Right now, I plan to set aside about 2 hours for recording tonight. So let's play around a little bit and see if I can get some other options here. Condemn him, but lie to Harry. I'm gonna lie. You have my cooperation. Ooh, interesting. Oh my god, wait. Oh no, I gave him... Okay, so we are cooperating with Harry here. It's Aya. My proudest creation yet. She's truly a work of art, don't you agree? She's perfect. She's perfect. Not quite, but close. What do you mean? Oh! She was an unwilling subject, and I think that might be where I was going wrong. To see fully, to achieve what I've always longed to, I believe the hunter in question must be prepared to undergo the transformation, willing even. Is that what you're asking of me? Why do you think I called you here? I asked for the best and they sent me you. He wants to experiment on me? Oh my god. Oh, he's mad that I've friended some people. Start me on the first dose right away. Okay, so basically he's going to try... He wants me to try to take the vial and everything. Okay. Interesting. And we explained that we went with him, so... Oh, they're mad. They think that I literally, like... They think that I'm actually with Harry, as if I would be with somebody that align myself with somebody that dresses like that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, his outfit is fine. I'm just being a dick. Okay, anyways. Okay, excellent. Okay, it's another good time. It's another good time. Tomorrow I'll figure it out. Isn't this a little more urgent? Yeah. I visit August first thing. I know, that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to witness. You become very dear to me, Swiggity. Seeing you walk out of that door with him, not knowing what he would do or where he would take you. I would never betray your trust. I'm grateful here for your friendship, Swiggity, and I trust you implicitly. We'll see this through together, and I'll have your back always. Now tell me, what did you see? Okay, so we've got Aya in a cell. So we might be able to save Aya. Can I just skip? Oh no, is it because I've only been through this once that it's not gonna let me skip? No, it won't let me skip. Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna hear a lot of clicking. I apologize. So I think that since I went with him, I'm gonna try to put him on trial to see what happens. Okay, and we're fighting, and we are fighting, and we are fighting. It's really unfortunate that you guys are seeing me stream the end of this game. I just knew that, like, I had to get it done, otherwise I probably would not be able to finish. There's so many... like, I can't express to you guys, there's gonna be so many interesting games that are coming forth this year that we have to cover, and on the channel and everything like that, and so I just, like, I was at this point where I was like, I wanna finish it just because I want to give it a conclusion, but at the same time, I'm just like, "Ah, but there's so many." Next week is particularly going to be exciting. There's gonna be really exciting things happening on the channel. There's something particularly great that's going to be happening next on Monday. So keep your eye out. I know I normally don't do bonus videos on Mondays. I typically do them on Wednesdays, but I did a bonus video for Monday. Okay, grant him a trial. Okay, so basically we will go ahead and we will do a trial. We're going to do a trial. We're not going to give him anything that he asked for. I'm not going to give you anything you asked for. I will not give you anything you asked for. I'm going to save and I'm terrified. I'm terrified of responsibility. Okay, great. Excellent. Okay, we're just skipping. Harry was taken to Thyros not long after we told him of his fate. I felt a strange sense of unease watching him leave, wondering how deep the corruption ran within our ranks, but it feels good to not have his presence lingering right beneath their feet. I'm not sure what they'll decide to do with him, but I did my part, and I'll offer more information if required. The thought of seeing him again makes my stomach churn. I take a deep breath, crouching down to press my fingers to the still scorched earth. This is the last time that I'll come here. Great. Okay, blah blah blah, you're getting married, good for you. Blah 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 blah, great. I'm very happy for you. The initiation is barbaric and it must be changed. Oh, actually, let's see what happens if I'm going to back this up. Okay, we're going to back this up. Oh my gosh, I have so many save slots in here. We're going to explore what happens. So it's barbaric. It must be changed, blah, blah, blah. We need stronger alliance with the creatures. No, wait. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Okay. Okay. The initiation is barbaric. It must be changed. We need a stronger alliance with the creatures. Okay, okay. That's a beautiful CG. God, the CGs in this game are just like so well done. Like you didn't need to go this hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing. Okay. So he remains in prison, but we said that we were going to put him on trial. I'm confused. I am so confused. Okay, now we're going to try it again. We're going to try it again. Okay, try it again. The initiation is essential. We need to make changes, just be transparent. You really think the kids will willingly drink a mix of monster blood to get big and strong? It's sensitive, all of this is. And it's messed up and we know it, but Swiggity's right. We simply cannot afford to have hunters. We just need to handle it delicately. We give them the choice, lay it out, follow up, full disclosure. If they say no, they say no, and we'll leave them be. What if everyone says no? Can't I just go and kill nasties? I'm no good at this diplomatic shit. You can still stab things. Becoming a hunter is still seen as a great honor by most. It's coveted. If we continue to utilize the same method of selection and bringing the candidates to the academy, then we can give them the choice. But still keep it a secret from those who don't participate? We can simply make them forget what they've been told before they leave if they refuse. It's a harmless spell, as if I suggest anything untoward. Piper, please. All right, I'm watching you, though. Transparency by continuing to protect ourselves. The public cannot know what we do to gain our power. I don't think that that's right. Let's go ahead and say we need to distance ourselves from the creatures. Even though August just stares at us like you're dating a vampire. Like, okay. Wait, dang it. Hold up. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. I can literally say that I don't want to like partner with the creatures, right? And it does not matter. Okay. So at least we know. I think that that's why that they said, hold on, let me double check this, because I'm pretty sure that they said that they were going to revamp the game, or that they were going to come out with like some other kind of edition for the game in the summer. Let me double check and take a look at like their itch.io page here really quick, folks. Let me see here. 11 chapters. Let me see here. Yeah, the revamp is coming in early 2021. Okay, so I'm still looking. Sorry, folks. I'm just trying to see what the revamp is actually supposed to do. If there's any details, or if there's any like information about that. So the revamp is coming in 2021. What does the revamp do? Is it just changing and updating the art? Because I really like the art. I don't think it needs updated that much. You know, if anything. I'm still looking. I apologize. This is going to take me a minute. Let me see here. Okay. Let me see here. I know that there was a revamp that they said was coming, but I just don't know what's happening with it. Oh. The revamp is coming out in late spring. It's going to have top tier voice acting. It looks like that they are going to update the art. Juicy mystery and delicious romance. So it is going to be, so they are going to update it and add voice acting. That's really interesting. I wonder what motivated them to, yeah, look at that. And it's going to be released on Steam too. I think right now you can only get it on itch.io, I think. Yeah, when the night comes. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, and the new art just looks as good as the old art. It looks like that they're updating maybe some of the other stuff for the it looks like that they're updating some of the other stuff for like the UI, for example, with how like the choices are set up and everything. Let me see here. 3 possible endings per romance. Interesting. I don't think I did anything that really like would have ended this romance in particular, but okay. So the revamp is coming out in 2021, so definitely a chance to re-explore this. This is a dense game, so just so you guys know, like I cannot possibly explore on this channel every single route. That would take hours. That would take years. It would take forever. I can't do it. You know, I would probably only do it as like if I was to do it theoretically, if I was to do it, I'd probably only do it as a silent let's play rather than just something where I was reacting to it. But yeah, I think that brings it for today's episode. I've already kind of told you my thoughts on the game and everything, and it's really phenomenally done. It's really well done. I would recommend going onto itch.io now, actually, and getting the game for yourself if you want to explore the routes, because there's 2 polyamorous routes, and I think everybody here that you see before you, there are 6 romantic individual routes that you can try to check out. So it's just a really fantastic time. I mean, you're going to have like a lot of fun diving in kind of like to the deep, the stories and just like the concept of the found family in this game. I strongly recommend that you play this for yourself. But I have a very dry throat and it really hurts. So I think I'm just going to give my voice a little bit of a rest. But thank you all so much for joining me here tonight. I'm glad that you decided to spend your Friday night with me. That's so nice of you. So yeah, if you like this stream, leave a like, come check the channel, be here on Monday for the special surprise that we've got. So without further ado, I guess I'm just going to say thanks everybody. Have a great night. Bye.